As Trump's blockade in the Strait of Hormuz begins to take effect, is Iran now preparing to unleash a severe and wide-ranging response? Is Washington anticipating a deadly retaliation, as Trump issues a stark warning to Iran's fast attack vessels operating in the region? With the threat that such vessels will be immediately eliminated, is this message deterring Tehran or failing to shift the situation? Iran's elite forces have now issued a chilling warning, stating that no port in the region would remain safe if escalation continues. As tensions rise further, are US allies now scrambling to find solutions amid fears of a broader retaliatory response from Iran? Reports indicate that a US naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz came into effect on April 13th, according to multiple sources. US naval forces have reportedly begun restricting vessels from entering or departing ports associated with Iran. A White House official confirmed to CNBC that the blockade in the Strait of Hormuz is now operational. Naval units at sea are said to have adhered to President Trump's stated 10 a.m. Eastern Time deadline for enforcing the blockade. The US president also issued a new warning to Iran through a statement posted on Truth Social on April 13th. Trump stated that Iran's fast attack vessels could face retaliation if they attempt to interfere with US operations. The US president said, and I quote, "Iran's navy is laying at the bottom of the sea, completely obliterated, 158 ships. What we have not hit are their small number of, what they call, fast attack ships, because we did not consider them much of a threat. Warning, if any of these ships come anywhere close to our blockade, they will be immediately eliminated, using the same system of kill that we use against the drug dealers on boats at sea. It is quick and brutal. PS 98.2% of drugs coming into the US by ocean or sea have stopped." End quote. Iran's foreign ministry responded strongly, criticizing what it described as a unilateral blockade imposed by the United States. Spokesperson Esmail Baghaei questioned whether such actions could justify broader economic consequences at a global level. Iran Foreign Ministry said, and I quote, "Can an illegal war of choice be won through a revenge of choice against the global economy? Is it ever worthwhile to cut off one's nose to spite one's face?" End quote. Ahead of the stated deadline, Iran's armed forces indicated that maritime security in the region would be directly impacted if its interests were threatened. The Qatar Al-Anbiya headquarters issued a statement warning of potential retaliatory measures at sea. Iranian authorities also described the proposed blockade as unlawful and characterized it as an act of maritime coercion.
The spokesman of the Central Command Headquarters of Qatar Al-Anbiya has issued the following statement in response to new threats from the aggressor America against our country and the maritime security of vessels in international waters. In the name of God, the compassionate and the merciful. The armed forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran consider defense the legal rights of our country a natural and legal duty, and on this basis, reiterate and exercise the sovereignty of the Islamic Republic of Iran in the territorial waters of our country as a natural right that belongs to the Iranian nation. Accordingly, the armed forces will resolutely continue to ensure security in the territorial waters of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And as has been repeatedly announced, vessels affiliated with the enemy do not have and will not be allowed the right of passage through the Strait of Hormuz, while other vessels will continue to be allowed to pass through the strait in compliance with the regulations of the armed forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Also, given the continuation of the enemy's threats against the Iranian nation and the national security of our country even after the war, the Islamic Republic of Iran will resolutely implement a permanent mechanism for controlling the Strait of Hormuz. The announcement by the criminal American regime to impose a blockade on the movement of maritime vessels in international waters is an illegal act and an example of piracy at sea. The armed forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran explicitly and resolutely declare that the security of ports in the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman is either for everyone or for no one. If the security of the ports of the Islamic Republic of Iran in the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman is threatened, no other port in the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman will be safe.